Three strangers meet on the open road. Behind them, years of training. Within, hearts that burn for justice. Ahead, a winged shadow, a serpent from the past, awaits. For this, dear friends, is Dragonguard. And with that, he ushers the three of you out of the hall and closes the flap behind him. Also, there's no longer a giant monster out there.
Okay.
Ooh, magic monster. Where do we stay?
Yeah, I was like, is he leading us to like our own hut?
You may use any of the huts you wish.
Can we go, like, loot them all? Since he's not watching us and there's no monster? Or at least loot them for information?
Investigate, you mean? Loot them for information.
Apparently I'm just like a Ganassi mobster. Who knows?
I'm assuming, are we outside the hut?
You are.
Hey, brothers. We need to find a place to stay. I got some stuff to show you.
Okay. Pick a hut. They all look the same.
That one. He just points to like a random one in the distance.
Okay.
Alright. Let's go stay at that one.
So we go to that one. Is there anything inside of that one?
You happen to pick one of the larger ones, so there happen to be 3 bedrolls in here.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Ooh, how convenient.
Scratch Mangy knows what he's doing. Okay, so we're inside.
Mm-hmm.
Did Gnome Suni and I notice that he left the area, or was that...
I'm going to say his stealth checks were so good that you didn't notice. You noticed him eventually that he wasn't there, but you didn't notice him either come in or leave.
Okay, so we noticed that he wasn't there.
Yeah, okay.
Before we go in, like, as we're all going in, Scratch, like, does one quick look around the area to make sure it's clear before he pokes his head and back into the hut.
Okay.
It's clear.
Alright, guys. You probably didn't notice, but during your whole little get-together with Shorty, I investigated the little hut that he was standing over.
No, we definitely noticed, but we didn't care, Scratch.
You couldn't have. My rolls were too high. So, I found these in the pit. And he kind of shows them the gold pieces. Consider us paid.
But we didn't do any work.
Didn't we? I don't know about you, but clearly this looks like the remains of a dragon's treasure. You know, dragons love treasure almost as much as they love devouring the closest people in your lives.
Looks like he was running low on treasure there.
Just like I'm running on low on friends.
Aw, can I pet Scratch?
Did you find anything else aside from this gold?
Oh, yeah. Found this. And Scratch kind of says that part in like a hushed tone. And he unrolls the note that he had. Hey, you. He just kind of looks at Gnome Sumi. You like animals and crap, right? Can you read this?
I suppose if you want to liken my skills of understanding nature and survival to liking animals, sure. And she takes the paper.
Is Scratch wrong?
No, so he just sighs and looks at the paper.
It seemed in a very neat draconic script, it is written some instructions on what you might describe roughly as troop movements. It seems that there is a large gathering of the majority of kobolds at an encampment near the road that leads from the capital to Vern. And there is also a contingent of kobolds at a nearby temple ruin. And then there is the ogre and the kobolds as a general deterrent for anyone leaving the village of Vern in an undesirable location.
So this would explain that ogre we ran into earlier. Take a look at this, guys. And then she kind of goes over the form with them and explains what's written on the sheet.
Okay.
Scratch knew it.
Good job, Scratch. I got a kitty snack here for you.
Do not patronize Scratch.
So what do you guys do?
Well, clearly we need to get this back to Vern as soon as possible.
I say we investigate this cathedral and take out these little dudes, because I always forget the name of them.
Kobolds?
Kobolds?
Kobolds. Before they can strike.
I thought you were attuned with nature.
They're not animals!
Are they not? Oh, they're not part of nature?
Oh my god.
Are you saying they're unnatural? Is that what you're claiming? We could cut them off at the pass of the cathedral. At the same time, there's these other formations. Shafine, we do still need to alert Vern as quickly as possible.
That is true. I still believe it's for the best that we rest for the night. We've traveled far and Nomsuni needs to recover.
And what are the odds that, say Nesumi he'll...
It's not her name.
Scratch has been days.
So let's say that she heals the other kobolds tomorrow. What are the odds that they will either turn on us somehow, or the odds that they might help us out? I mean, I'm not saying we should reveal that we know what they're planning, because we shouldn't. But I'm just presenting scenarios. We could also just heal them and just leave without them, just get out of here as quickly as possible before they find out what we know.
Yeah, I don't trust. Well, we don't have to worry about the sick and injured ones, but I do not trust the old guy.
As you say that, a wizened kobold head pops in under the flap and just says, "Ah, so here you are. I hope you enjoy your night."
Thank you, old sir.
Knock, old man.
And then it slowly slithers back out of the room.
Well, goddamn it.
Do you believe that he hurt us?
I do.
Assume the worst. Hope for the best.
Agreed.
It may do us well to leave this place tonight.
We should change huts.
That's all, huh?
Yes.
As an aside, did he hear us?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Damn.
Can we roll? No, I suppose we can't roll. We can't
Well,
really
you guys
know.
were so loud. I talked in hush whisper.
You're the loudest one, friend.
I clearly said that I talked in a hush whisper. I mean, changing huts isn't a terrible idea. What if they try to burn our hut down while we're sleeping?
I mean, it's possible.
Can't hurt.
I think we should leave under cover of darkness.
We can take the bedrolls.
Yeah,
But we have to cross water.
What time of day is it?
It's nighttime.
Yeah, it's evening.
It's evening, okay.
And the mist is rolling in.
Remember the last time we left in the middle of the night?
Yeah, a bad idea. I told y'all.
Who came up with that idea?
The two of you.
We're reckless, all right?
We'd also have to water walk in the darkness, and I don't think you get your water walk recharge until a rest. Unless I'm wrong.
Can I sleep for like an hour?
I believe she still has that one spell slot open.
I do have one.
Yeah.
But I will point out that unlike the last time you walked around in the dark, your ranger senses do not prevent you from getting lost in a swamp.
Yeah, they wouldn't work here.
So we have to at least stay the night.
I mean, you could leave, but there's a chance that you would just get very lost in a swamp.
We'll get super lost. And we only have an hour to get it right.
Yeah, then you start sinking into the swamp.
Just get it right the first time. Scratch recommends changing huts and sleeping till the morning. We'll take the bedrolls that are here just in case the hut we find doesn't have any, and we'll just go to a different hut. If he asks why, we'll say we didn't like this one.
No,
There's only 30 other ones.
it had a funny smell.
Exactly. I just don't want to wake up and being surrounded by an inferno.
Scratch doesn't like fire, does he?
Well,
Most things don't. You should know, nature woman.
I can't recommend being on fire for anyone. Unless
No,
you're a
Suni-
fire elemental.
Nomsuni flicks some fire between her fingers playfully.
She drops it in the whole pot.
Like this?
Whoops.
Well, I like your idea, my small friend.
Haha, you're small.
All of you are my small friends.
So we're changing huts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's change huts.
We're taking our bedrolls.
I pick up all the bedrolls.
I should point out they're all kobold-sized bedrolls.
Oh, cute.
Oh, never mind. I think I have my own anyway in my explorer's pack.
You do.
Yeah, I think we all have bedrolls.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't pick up all the bedrolls.
He picks them up, looks at them, and then throws them back down in disgust.
Before we exit the hut, my character pokes their head out and takes a look around. Should I roll perception?
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Oh, Scratch is going to suggest the key to being stealthy is to not look like you're sneaking. The more natural you look, the less suspicious it is. Just change huts.
Okay. Yeah. Then let's just change huts.
Okay.
I withdraw my desire to roll.
Okay. All right. You change huts to a different hut in town.
We go to the second biggest hut.
We go to the hut mansion.
All right. Inside, you find some books on bookcases.
Huh. Books. I used to read to Sniff every night. He had his favorite stories that I'll never tell again.
What were his favorite kind of stories, Scratch?
Sniff was very much into political intrigue.
So he would have found some amusement in all of this, wouldn't he?
He would have solved this problem by now. I can see why the dragon targeted him.
Gosh. Okay. So you guys go to bed in this hut, right?
Yes.
Are we doing that? Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Let's turn in.
Wait, actually, no.
Wait.
I want to read those books.
All of them?
Well, I'm going to look at them, see what kind of books they are.
Are they in Dragonese?
Some of them.
Draconic.
Some of them.
I like Dragonese, though.
A couple of them are in common, and they seem to be esoteric books about the nature of magic.
Magic. That's weak people stuff.
Says the fluffy kitten.
So are you going to bed?
Are there any... There are some written in Kobold, right?
I mean, there are some written in Draconic, yeah.
Can we roll investigation or perception to see if we spot a particularly interesting book?
Naomi, you're the only one I can actually discern those, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, roll an investigation.
Okay. Oops. 9.
You don't find anything that seems particularly interesting.
Alright. Bedtime.
So are you all going to bed at the same time?
Nomsuni grabs a magic book.
You're just gonna stay up and read that for a bit?
She's just gonna sit on her bedroll and read for a little bit.
Okay, what kind of a book would stand out to you to just randomly grab?
Are there draconic magic books?
Yes.
Or so she grabs one of the older looking volumes of a draconic magic book.
Okay. Let me just... So, it's a pretty mundane tome. About the nature of magic and reality. In particular, it focuses on, illusions. That's basically what you're reading.
Okay.
And what... Are the two of you just going to bed?
So is Nomsuni going to stay awake? Is that what she's going to do, Naomi?
Am I stuck with this one book, or do I pick up another one, or how does that work?
So are you actually going to be sleeping and taking your long rest?
I guess it depends on how long you plan to stay up.
Okay, yeah. My character suggests that at least one person stays awake for a little while the other two rest. And I'm
Not it.
and I suggest that Gnome Suni, if she's going to stay awake and read, that she take first quote unquote watch.
All right, Gnome Suni will, but not for long since she needs to recover her magic.
Okay.
Scratch is already out.
Yeah, and I tell Gnome Suni that whenever she's ready to sleep, to wake me.
All right, so Gnome Suni goes and looks at the other books. She picks up another kind of smaller book, draconic looking, I guess.
Okay.
So when Scratch snores, it's like a quiet little like kitten purr.
Gnome Suni looks at Scratch and smiles, I guess. I don't know.
It happens to be another book about illusions.
Gnome Suni picks up one more book.
Hell of a reader.
She's just flipping through.
What kind of illusion? Illusions, Michael.
Okay, this one is a large red tome. Instead of talking about illusions, it talks about the general area, and it speaks a little bit of an ancient vault that no one was able to enter deep under the earth. It also speaks of an entity that could answer any question.
All right, well, Gnome Suni tucks that handy little book into her knapsack or whatever, and then awakens the bard to take her rest.
Okay. I will also say that the entity that it is describing, it sounds like it might be somewhere in the vicinity of that cathedral.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
And your watch goes by peacefully, Barfus. And what do you do at the end of it?
Well, I'm gonna wake up Scratch and be like, hey, it's your turn to watch.
Okay.
Scratch lets out a big yawn. Stretches. And he starts keeping watch. Kind of sits, just kind of listens out with his keen hearing. Because he's a cat man.
That's true.
Really?
Yeah, believe it or not. He's not a man cat, but a cat man.
Important difference.
Very
Definitely.
much so. Yeah, a man cat would, that would mean, a man that has feline features, and that's ridiculous.
Oh, okay.
Thundercat style.
All right. So, towards the tail end of Scratch's watch, you begin hearing the pitter-patter of little feet running around outside and some muffled exchanges in the language that you take to be Draconic.
Scratch kind of pokes his head, he kind of peels the flap a little bit just to take a quick peek without sticking his whole head out there.
You see dozens of armed kobolds kind of going hut to hut, looking in them, and then moving on quickly.
He shakes his companions awake.
What do you want?
Brothers, wake up. Shh. Shh. Quiet. Shh. We got trouble. They're I don't know what is going on, but they're checking the huts and they're armed. We need to sneak out of here.
Well, not all of us are as stealthy as you, Scratch. What do you propose that we do?
Naomi. Or Namesumi, sorry. Got any of them illusion spells you got from that book learning?
Probably not. At least as far as the game goes, but let me check. I mean, I do have one illusion spell, actually.
Yeah, you can create a duplicate of yourself, can't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I can actually create 3 illusory duplicates of myself. They mimic my actions.
I got an idea. You should cast those.
Great idea, Scratch.
Let me finish. She cast those towards the main hut, or at least as far down away from us as possible. Have them run towards the main hut, like you're gonna attack it, just to draw their attention. That'll give us a chance to slip out the back door.
This is a
And
complicated
by the back
spell.
door, I mean the front door. 'Cause there's only one door. You know what scratch means. Got all that?
Yeah, Scratch. I think I got that.
I should point out as a DM, your 3 illusory duplicates appear in your spot, so they are immediately around you,
Oh, well, that's helpful.
making you very hard to hit.
But can you like send them off on their way, or
No, because they
it's like the Dragon
Combat
Ball.
only.
It's like the Dragon Ball
Mhm.
technique where you
like after vision?
yeah, or like the jutsu from Naruto.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, I can also conjure animals. You conjure some squirrels.
You can conjure any animal.
I can conjure.
she can conjure a lot of things.
Yeah. Fey spirits in form of beasts.
Can you conjure a
No.
dragon? Like, seriously?
No.
Okay.
They're beasts, but
A seahorse, go!
it flops
Goes
around.
on the ground.
Yeah, so in order, like, there's different levels of creatures. How do I get those different levels? Like, how does that work?
Well, you can tell me kind of the general thing you're thinking of, and I can.
Okay. Well, in that first tier, giant fire beetle. Anyway, there is hyena and jackal. And then can I like make them do what I want? Like I can summon it and make it like howl or something.
Yeah, you have some degree of control over them.
Okay. And then can I only summon like one?
So you can summon 1 beast of challenge rating 2, or you can summon 2 beasts of challenge rating 1, or 4 of challenge rating 1/2, or 8 of 1/4.
Oh my god. Okay.
What is a challenge rating?
I see this chart here and it shows me the different levels of these beasts. So in like the first tier they have frog, seahorse, stuff like that. But in the 1/4 range it's like elk, badger, stuff like that. So I could do 8 of those, but
The 2 range is like a cave bear or a giant boar.
Plesiosaurus.
A plesiosaur?
Plesiosaurus. A swarm of poisonous snakes. Alright, so I could do a couple things.
Could do that. We could sneak out and try to not be seen, but if we are seen, you can cast your illusion thing to at least make it harder for them to pick us out.
Well,
But I can distract them first and then we can try to sneak out and then at least they're a little bit further away.
yeah.
Well, I'm talking about the Naruto one.
Oh,
'cause that stays
Naruto
around
one.
you. Yeah, that's all I can. Yeah.
I have
Shadow
an idea.
Clone Jutsu.
How far is the nearest hut?
The nearest hut?
Yeah, the next nearest hut, not the one we're in.
Is it within 60 feet?
Yes.
Okay, so I could
I
like.
imagine they're all pretty like close together.
Yeah.
So I could summon them, make noises in like the next hut over. Is that what you're thinking?
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
what if you
set
actually-
it on fire?
I was just about to say
Or-
that. I
or
was
that-
just about to say
yeah,
that.
that
Can
works.
can you set one of them on fire?
I suppose I could. All right. Wouldn't I want to set like another one further away on fire?
Well, not this one, no. But...
Not the one that we're in, unless we're
Obviously
just
not.
yeah,
But
unless we're
like
just gonna,
not the
like,
next
leave.
one over.
Yeah.
Yeah, one that's way far away, so they have to like run to it or something.
So I will cast fire, so I can do it within 30 feet. So I'll do it away from us, pretty much as far as I can.
Oh, we're actually going for this. Okay.
Well,
That
is
seems
this
like
what
a
we
good
want to
idea to me.
do, or do we want to summon a herd of seahorses?
I
The
think
herd
it
of
works.
seahorses. Oh, okay.
I think this works.
So
Like, because then the huts are so close together that hopefully it'll like spread.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm thinking
So
like
there'll be more
so. There's like
huh?
there's a walkway down the middle, right? That's where like the giant was. At least there's like a path.
Yeah,
and then
there's
there's huts
a-
on both sides.
Yeah, there's a
That's
main
kind of the
wooden
formation?
street.
So like I can cast fire across the street to those huts, and that way it'll at least buy us some time to move.
is her water walk all healed up? Can
Yeah,
she do that first?
Yeah, she has all the spells slots open.
Jeez, guys, why don't you use me for my magic? All right.
Okay.
Well, I will
so-
use.
Can your personality get
so
us through
here-
this?
So here's so
Wow.
damn.
Damn, Marcus.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
No, you're not.
so here's what I'm thinking. I'm going
Or
to
I could teleport us. I have teleport.
I mean, if only half of us want to end up somewhere.
Oh yeah,
and by,
that's
like-
right. I can only.
And by like,
I'll just
yeah,
be
it's
like,
only-
peace, guys. Good luck.
Yeah, or if you want to teleport us by piece, that would be fine. Like, I'm just fine being a torso for the rest of my life, no problem.
All right.
But yeah,
I
teleport is just you. So here's what I'm thinking if
That's
we're going to break
right.
this down. Since throwing is unreliable, and then the effect of it, what I want to do is I'll hit you with that bardic inspiration and be like, yeah, throw that fire, and then that'll increase your chance. But of course I'll do it in the form of a song.
Are we gonna burn this place to the ground?
I think that is our best option for distraction.
Sounds good. And if nothing else, these guys are up to no good anyway, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll kill some of them.
Yeah.
And you
So-
can do a flaming arrow through the produced flame. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter.
Honestly, so you can produce as much flame as you want each turn.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So-
That's not limited.
You can, so to clarify, is your plan literally to run through this wooden town, throwing fire as much fire as possible everywhere?
I mean,
No, it's, our plan is to throw...
It's way more sophisticated than
yeah,
that. Okay.
no, our plan is to throw one initial fire as a distraction.
Okay.
And if everything else catches fire, we don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Like-
it's bullshit that they're now hunting us, but I guess it makes sense, especially after we help them. But let me
That's true.
reiterate.
I usually hunt the ones I have.
Yeah, let me reiterate. It's total bullshit, but I understand. The other,
if we get caught, you should let them know that.
yeah. So
This is bullshit.
but I get-
yeah, like we tried to help you, and so the other thing is, so it's morning. Is it morning?
Yeah, early
Okay,
morning.
so it's early morning.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
They waited this long? Okay.
they had to sleep too, I guess.
They're tired and old.
Yeah. Except for the ones that we healed, unfortunately. Curse them. Curse their traitorous ways. So the other thing is, so now that I believe that we should try to make our way back and maybe hit that cathedral.
Definitely.
Okay.
I have shape water. Can I
It's a great
just
movie.
like drown them? is that what that does?
Well, so what do you want to do with it?
like wash them away.
I mean,
Someone's a
basically,
Well-
man.
you could do that.
Yeah, you
I
could
could just wash them
Instead
away
of,
and
instead of setting things on fire, we could set things on water.
They're used to water, though. They might not phase them.
Are they? No, kobolds are land animals, land creatures.
they were
aren't
forced into the swamp. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why they're sick,
That's
is because they're in the swamp.
Whatever. I'm down for whatever.
I could also
just
change the color of
wipes
the
out
water,
their-
make it red, and make them scared.
I don't know if that would scare kobolds.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I can freeze the water,
Ooh, you could.
so I could like send the water. I could send like a wave of swamp water at them and then freeze it.
Yeah, you could form like a temporary wall. You can't freeze it when there are creatures in it,
Oh,
Why not?
okay.
You could be like May.
because it specifically
Oh,
says you
wow.
can't do that in the spell.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. I suppose.
I'm down for whatever destroys or messes up their home.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What do you mean,
We could
geez, I'm
also
trying to
use the
kill us.
fire if this doesn't work, guys.
I mean, fire is a guaranteed way to just mess up their day.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed distraction at this point. And we like
And everything's made out of wood, so that thing's gonna
Yeah,
catch like crazy.
so right now, I think our best strategy is to set a hut on fire and then use shape water in order to escape them. Otherwise, what do you guys think?
Shape water does what again?
She can instantaneously move or otherwise change the flow of water up to 5 feet in any direction, and she can do that for
So
a
that-
5-foot cube.
So is that how we're gonna escape through the swamp?
I mean, you can run on the water.
Or that too? Yeah.
It would
Yeah.
just be a way of preventing them from pursuing you somehow if you were to use it in a clever way.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that sounds good.
It's only
Let's do
like
that.
5 feet, too.
Let's burn it down. Let's get Seth Rollins up in here and burn it down.
All right.
Okay. All right. So Scratch is the only person, the only entity, because he's not a person. Is he a person?
He's a person.
Okay, so Scratch is
He's just a cat
Scratch
person.
is the only person that has seen them, but he's relayed the information to us, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I woke you up.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo,
So-
it's going down.
All right, so now we're awake. Okay, now that we've devised this plan, it's okay. All right.
Matsumi,
Yeah, ready? Let's go.
burn it down.
All right, I'm gonna launch flame across the street, 30 feet radius, all that jazz. Do I have to roll?
No, because you're just throwing it
Okay.
across the street.
All right,
but
done.
onto a house.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, as long as you can hit the broadside of a barn, I think you're okay.
Okay.
All right, we're good. She does that.
Okay, so that hut is now on fire. You hear a few surprised croaks and crackles, and the pitter patter of feet starts coming your way.
Oh, our way?
The street isn't very wide, and you threw it across the street.
Okay. All right, so we're awake.
So pretty much just like right next to us. Oh my god.
Throw more fire.
What?
Throw more fire.
I just throw fire behind me.
Into the house?
I can create a wall of fire.
What?
Can you?
Oh.
Well, I mean,
I guess you have infinite fire.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, as long as there's stuff that's flammable, I can create like
I mean, you could set
a
fire
wall
to
behind us.
to the wooden boardwalk.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So I do that as we run away, I guess.
So we're running away.
Okay.
All right.
We're so graceful.
We're running, and then Namsuni is just leaving fire everywhere.
Pew 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 pew.
Okay. In front of you, as you're running, is the main hall where you found all the sick kobolds. Are you? What do you do? How are you escaping from this place?
Should we burn the hut down?
I don't think we should set fire to the sick guys, but
Is that a
also,
monstrous thing to do?
it's a little monstrous.
Are they even in there? How do we know those aren't the sick guys that were coming after us?
Well, I mean, they were in full battle gear.
Maybe they lied. Maybe none of them were sick at all. Maybe it was just the giant.
I don't know. One of them coughed up some yellow stuff. It was gross.
I don't know what kobolds can do. Maybe they can do that all the time.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fair. That's fair. I accept that reasoning.
So am I just throwing fire? Or what am I doing?
They were. Scratch is pretty upset.
Yeah, it seems we've been betrayed, my friends. We should leave with haste.
Alright. Can we just run through
Scratch.
this building since they're sick and like we can just outrun them?
Wait, do we need to run
Do we
through
need
the
to go
building?
through the building, or should we go around?
I mean, why would we go through it?
I don't know.
'Cause it's like the main hall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in front of the main hall. So I suggest that we go back the way we came.
Which is on fire.
wait.
The way we came
Through
the
the
way we
swamp.
originally entered.
initially through the swamp. Yeah. So
All right. Scratch says, let's burn it down. Burn the building down.
Scratch, calm
is
down.
burn it
We
down.
don't need to kill the innocents.
As
don't
as
even
you
know who's in
are
there.
debating about this, the flap opens and the wizened old kobold steps out in front of you.
Old man,
You got a lot of nerve, old man.
You're burning
What?
down the village.
you betrayed us initially.
It wasn't my decision.
You could have
What do you
protected
mean
us.
this was your decision? You're the boss.
My bosses asked me about the situation back at camp, and I told them you are here, and they have come to take you into custody until the plan is fulfilled.
Sounds like betrayal to me.
Yeah, we refuse to be taken into custody.
We cannot have
We helped.
Dragonguard poking around in our lord's business.
Well, we also can't be put in prison or worse.
You will be perfectly safe if you submit yourselves here.
We do not submit.
We thought we were safe when you gave us a hut for the night.
I healed your people. That was the deal.
You are safe here. I can guarantee you that.
But nowhere else, huh?
I'm sorry, but we cannot let you leave.
Don't worry, we don't
cannot.
need your permission to leave.
And then he smacks him out of the way. Just kidding.
I mean, you could.
I mean, yeah, you could. I don't know. Do
Try.
we set that hut on fire too?
It's kind of awkward now. That he's there.
I just flick a little bit of flame. So there.
We can leave
Does he see?
relatively peacefully, or we can leave much worse. It's your decision.
I picture we were gonna burn it down, but then he came
Yeah.
out, and then you put the fireball behind your back.
We all froze in place.
Well, now that you're here, this is kind of weird.
All of you Dragonguard are the same. I was foolish to think otherwise.
We were
Hey, man,
foolish
we
to trust
tried.
kobolds.
Defending ourselves.
And he brandishes his staff, and now I guess you're rolling initiative.
Shit, throw some fire.
Oh,
It's too late. Right, 20?
I got 17 plus 2, so 19.
I got 5.
I got 5 as well.
Okay.
Great, we're gonna die, Marcus.
We should re-roll. No.
And which of you has a higher dexterity?
+1.
Oh, it's +1 then.
Mine is also +1.
Okay, so it's +1 for all three of you. Okay, then both of you roll a d20. Whoever got it higher goes first in the order.
Okay, I got 15.
8.
Okay, you're going last.
Yay.
Okay.
Are we in combat now?
You are in combat with this kobold.
The old kobold?
Mm-hmm.
Old bold.
Yeah, kobold.
Old. Old.
Yeah, capital old.
Yeah, we're really trying to make that work.
Okay. Who goes first?
He does actually, and
Does he? He rolled higher than me?
Yeah, he rolled an 18, and his dexterity is +3.
Okay, go ahead.
We never even learned his name.
All I have to
Scratch.
do is hold you here until they come. And as he says that, he rears back and
Like a pony.
no, like a snake about to strike. And from his mouth issues just a gout of crackling lightning all over the three of you. And I'm going to need you to roll me a dexterity save. So d20 plus your dexterity saving throw.
I got 9.
Okay? That's not good.
That is bad, yeah.
Ah!
I'm still loading my page.
Okay.
I got 15.
Okay.
I got 11 plus what? +1, I guess. So 12.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're all going to die here, unfortunately.
Barfus and Scratch, you both take 11 damage.
Oof,
Gnome
damn.
Suni takes 5.
What?
Meow.
Don't you mean like meouch?
Meouch.
Meouch. Yeah, that's better.
That's what cats say when you step on their tails. Youch.
Can't believe this fast asshole beat me.
Fast hole.
Yeah, fast hole.
It's Barfus's turn.
It is Barfus's turn.
Yep.
How far away am I from this
You're
slithery old bitch?
you're roughly 15 feet away.
Give him hell, Barfus.
Oh, what should I do?
You got this, Barfus.
When all else fails, kick him in the face.
How big is this guy? Am I much larger than him?
You're much larger than him.
I'm much larger than him.
I'm much larger than him.
Okay.
I am too.
I attempt to grapple him.
Okay.
I lunge at him and attempt to grapple him.
Okay. Roll your strength.
What is that?
Just straight strength plus your modifier.
Strength plus my modifier is 13.
Okay. Is that what you rolled?
I didn't roll anything.
Oh, yeah. Roll what your modifier is. So D20 plus whatever that modifier is.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 16 plus 1, so a 17.
Okay. Okay. You have grappled him.
Okay.
And that's your action for this round, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you should take him down to a side headlock, take over. Really lock it in there. Snap nair, maybe.
Yeah. I give him a noogie.
That might.
You
crush his neck.
rascal.
Scratch's turn.
Scratch's claws come out.
Oh, I can use my action to try and pin a creature grappled by you to make another by making another grapple check.
Okay, you can do that on your next turn.
On my next turn, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Scratch pulls out his short sword and slashes at this traitorous kobold.
Okay, you have advantage because he's grappled.
Damn, you're gonna hit me.
You'll be fine. Maybe, I don't know. So I rolled okay, so 1. So my highest roll is an 11.
Okay. Plus.
Plus 4, so 15.
Okay. You are not able to hit him. Your sword encounters a somewhat magical force that forces it away.
That's a surprise.
Gnome Suni.
Alright, Nomsuni tries to speak to her startled comrades, I guess. And I say, hey, he said more are coming. Shouldn't we get out of here? Just pick him up. You already have him pinned down. Well, then we shouldn't do what he wants. Never mind.
Okay. So I suggest that we leave immediately.
You're just gonna take him with us?
No, like
he's gonna attack us.
So he's grappled. I don't know.
Can you drown him? Can you shove his head in the water?
I'll just make a frozen pool.
No, we can't do that.
Just like a frozen pool barrier with like water in it.
Like a little
like
igloo,
frozen walls
like a little igloo that he can't escape from.
Obviously.
This igloo will be your tomb.
How about okay, so are we by the entrance of the building?
You are.
Okay. And it's got a flap, right?
Yep.
Okay. I choose to throw this asshole inside of the building.
Well, so it's not your turn yet. It's Gnome Suni's turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Tumi, what's your move?
Well, upon my next turn, I will throw this asshole.
Okay. So yes, we're gonna try to leave, but I should probably try to do something to him.
You should burn the clinic down.
Did you burn what down?
I was gonna say
the community center,
I was gonna
or whatever
say
they call
set
it.
it on fire after I've thrown this asshole in there.
Yeah, or you could just set it. I mean, you could do it the other way too. You could set it on fire and then throw him in there.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what? I could summon like an animal. We could strap him to its back and like have the animal run. Have a fun adventure.
What do you strap him with?
Yeah, we don't have any rope. I mean, we do have rope handy, but
we do have rope.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot
trying
of
to make a hasty escape.
Yeah.
You guys aren't any fun. I could summon a giant blood hawk
to just carry
and
him
have
away.
him fly away.
Where's your god now? Is he flying?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Or have like a crocodile that could have him like just eat him.
No, I don't think that'll work because they're kin. Ish.
Oh. But,
I don't know.
But he's like my like spirit crocodile. It just like forms. It's not like a real.
I feel like
it's a conjuration.
If you set fire to the building, even if Barfist throws him in there and he survives it somehow, he'll be distracted with his like community center being burned down before his eyes. That he might like either
so you
fight
want to
worse.
traumatize him?
Yeah, he just hit,
the guy is trying to kill us.
He just breathed lightning on us.
Yeah, who cares how he feels?
He betrayed us and he tried to kill us just now. So
yes, like screw him. Like yeah, all bets are off at this
we were
moment.
just gonna leave peacefully and heal the little guys, but now they're being an asshole. So like,
All right, fine.
yeah.
I'll set them on fire.
You say dragon guards are all alike? Well, fine. We'll show you.
yeah.
Or I could heal one of you guys with my turn.
I'm okay.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna set fire.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
There it is, Jack.
Okay.
All right. Yes.
So you throw a bunch of fire onto this center where they keep their old and infirmed,
Yeah.
You don't have to mention that part.
and it is now the kobold's turn.
But he's grappled.
He is grappled, however, he is still able to speak.
Oh God.
And-
he's gonna
And
lash us with his words.
a string of magic syllables emits from his mouth as he dissipates into a misty fog, and about another 15 feet away, he materializes on top of the community center, actually. And from there, he just screams at you, "I knew it! You're bloodthirsty! You're killers!"
You started it.
He turns and puts out his hands, and the flames that are on the community center all snuff out instantaneously.
Can I just keep on doing it? Since it's an instant, just
Sure.
Just keep throwing it. This back and forth, really trying to burn this building down.
Behind at this point behind you, you start to hear the armored kobolds managing to either circumvent or pat out some of the fire that's on the main bridge.
Okay.
You got a situation.
So he's used his turn by now.
Yes, yeah, that's his
Okay.
full turn.
So
He's
it's-
now 15 feet up on top of the building, putting out fire.
Okay. So I guess it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so he's left my grapple, which is bullshit. So,
Should have covered his mouth.
well, you know what? I'm just
Scratch
a bard.
didn't think of that.
Yeah, I'm just a bard. I don't know much about magic.
What?
I only know singing and that stuff. So I'm not some blue person that can be like, ooh, I'm just gonna manipulate the elements.
I will say that your grapple did make it so he can't shoot more of that dragon breath out of him.
Good.
So
He broke his
Good.
dragon, his breath windpipe.
Good. He was still able to talk, unfortunately. So,
yeah, it was a concentration spell that he cast on himself.
well,
he
can
broke his
concentrate
concentration.
these nuts. All right. I yelled to my companions, "We should get out of here before we're overwhelmed." They may
Oh,
be
now
small.
you leave! Now you leave! After trying to kill us!
We were gonna leave in the morning.
I gave you so many outs!
We were going to leave in the morning.
Which is now.
You said leave us alone for like a couple more hours.
We're doing what we were doing, except that more things are on fire. It's your own fault.
I didn't want you here in the first place! Now leave!
Okay. we leave.
We start retreating.
Yeah,
I
we
guess.
start retreating.
Is Gnome Suni still throwing fire onto the community center?
Yeah,
pew,
no,
pew,
no,
pew,
yeah.
pew.
Please stop throwing fire.
All right, I
that's a
stopped
good
the
question.
fire.
So has she been throwing them the whole time, and he's been gradually kind of like trying
Yes.
to stop them?
Basically,
Of course.
it's just been going back and forth, throwing the fire, extinguishing it. And he's just getting
Yeah.
more and more angry that you're trying to burn down this building full of defenseless people.
God.
As we're leaving, I just look back with a smug and just do a teeny tiny little flame. Just pew.
Don't do it. But also, I suggest that you cast Walk on Water.
All right.
As you do that, a glob of acid that is vaguely shaped like an arrow whizzes from the community center, missing you, but leaving a large and acidic hole in the swamp that's actually eating away at the swamp so fast that the water can't actually fill it back in.
Ugh.
Like it's eating through like the
actual
floor.
water.
Like
Yeah, it's just like annihilating the
eating-
substance.
We walk around that, and we quicken our pace.
You are officially out of combat.
Hey, my name is Kyle Gatto. You can find me on Twitter under KYLEGADDO. That's just my name. I don't do much of anything online except shitpost, but I am a freelance photographer, so if you are in need of my services, hit me up.